Dang.
All right, so if you want to hit your live thing,
Babe,
just hit the blue button right there.
Yep. Ashley's got it. Am I kind of in
There
it?
you go.
All right, hang on.
All right.
So we're live on Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate. I can see us going live.
All right.
I can see us going live on YouTube, Porchcast Pottstown. I can see that Josephine is live on Lady Liberty.
Lady
It's
Liberty.
too early for that. Lady Liberty
Yes.
Say that.
Salon and Spa.
Say it 10 times fast.
Lady Liberty Salon and Spa.
Right.
She's also live on her camera. We're live streaming the live stream.
We're getting really fancy
That's
here.
really,
super
it's like a
fancy.
mirror bouncing into a mirror, bouncing into a mirror. Right?
Yes, on and on and on. This is Porchcast Pottstown. Welcome to Porchcast Pottstown. I see that people are tuning in on Facebook, Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate, and YouTube, Porchcast Pottstown. Don't forget to subscribe on Porchcast Pottstown. It's free.
It's free, and it
And-
helps us out a lot.
It does. I'm already getting more updates from YouTube since we crossed that 100 subscriber
Now
threshold.
we're like in the special zone.
Yeah, and it's unlocked some things in my account that's going to help me make a better show.
It's like a game of Mario Kart.
It is. Yeah,
like
I got
unlocked.
unlocked.
Right.
I leveled up.
Right.
I leveled up. I got my extra man.
Grabbed one of those coins.
Yes. So go over to YouTube. I think YouTube is an easier platform to see the past episodes. So if you missed an episode or you want to go back and rewatch your friend or a business owner that you know that was on the show.
I think it's certainly easier to find those episodes.
It
now,
is.
if you really want the old school ones, though,
They're,
then you got to go back to Facebook.
you got to go back to
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah, if you want the cat
Yeah.
bacon episodes and that stuff.
So you can play around with your camera however you want. You guys are live on there on your channel.
Hey guys, we're live.
Right. Yeah, so we have kind of a different angle here. So
So like you guys got me, I got you.
Right.
That's right.
Exactly.
All right, so everybody is here at Lady Liberty. Lady,
You are fired.
I'm fired.
You're
Why am I
fired.
having such a hard time
Lady
with
Liberty.
that tonight?
Liberty.
Lady
Yeah.
Liberty,
Liberty.
Salon
You know what I
and
mean? It's like a
Spa.
thing.
Right. And
Sorry.
let's give everyone the address. So we are on High Street at
209.
209
East.
And so in Pottstown parlance, you always have to say what the building used to be.
Jackson Hewitt.
Jackson Hewitt, but before that, like, oh, gee, what was it, Matt?
I don't remember.
I'll tell you, I have a picture of what it was.
go ahead.
It was like an ice cream parlor.
Oh,
Like
that's
way
that's
back in
the
way
day.
before my
way
time.
back when. And it was funny, they had a bar in it. And
Okay.
after I had like designed this place and we found that picture, I was like,
We need to put a bar in.
no, I
Oh,
had the bar
you had
already
it.
in my head. And then
Ooh.
I'm like,
Wow.
if they were the first, maybe
Prescient.
I'm the last. Like, this is a good sign. Like, I'll be here.
Right.
She was inspired by the history, the spirit of the building
Right.
Just I
inspired
felt
her.
it.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a Jackson Hewitt for the entire time that I've been in town, which is since 1997.
I don't remember
don't
what it
know.
was.
Of course, right next door at 207, we all know was Wolf's China and Glass for a very long time.
There you go.
Listen, if anyone's watching and knows what it is,
Where's
Let
Todd
us know.
let us
Bainbridge?
know.
That
Chime
brings
in,
us to
Todd.
another point. We are monitoring the comments as best as we possibly can. So if you have a question or there's something you want to say, please do. I see Jay Morris is already commenting on YouTube, reminding everybody that you can cast YouTube to your television if you have a smart TV.
Right.
I have a Roku TV, so I watch YouTube on my TV. You can cast Facebook too if you have the right kind of television.
Right.
The Apple TVs can do it.
Yeah, we
Any-
can't do it at home. We have to plug it in with an old-fashioned wire, but we can.
You
Pick it
can
up.
cast Facebook to your TV.
Yeah, if I plug it in.
Oh, okay.
If I plug my laptop in.
Had a
Hey,
hard
I
time
want to
remembering my
I want to
password.
give a little shout out to Jay Morris since he's watching. I was following. He made a post today in the I Am Pottstown group about a nice thing that they did for the police department. They partnered up. Did you see this
No.
post? They partnered up with Jerry at Barrister's Bagels, and she provided some special pricing so that they could provide bagels and breakfast for the police department.
Okay.
Which was a really nice thing. They were going over to talk to Chief Markovich and some of the guys over there, or some of the folks over there, about concerns that they have, and wanted to say thank you. So they teamed up with Jerry and brought breakfast over there. I thought that was a really nice thing to do.
Way to go, Jay Morris.
Way to go. It's the
Very
best of Pottstown right there.
Kudos. Porchtonians consistently step up to the plate.
Should we talk about
Consistently.
that?
Let's do that, and
Okay.
then let's go full dive into
Okay.
the salon
Okay, we'll just give a little quick update
with
on
Joe. And who's your
Ashley.
Ashley? That's
And then
right.
we have
Joe.
Chelsea monitoring like our live.
Yes. She's the audio video geek over there today.
Listen,
Excellent.
she's like my social media, like, thank God, because every time I'm like, hey, can you make me like a meme to like say something? And I'm just like, do this. And then
Right.
2 seconds later, it's like,
Excellent.
artwork.
And it's done.
And it's done. And I'm like, thank God for you.
All right, so we will give an update on, from our friend Joe Rusevich.
Breaking news on
Hold on,
Porchcast.
where is it? I know I printed it,
Were
Matt.
you a DJ previously?
Here it is.
Nah.
So Joe Rusevich at
I was in a
the
band
Foundation
for
for
3
Pottstown
years.
Education wanted us to know how they made out on the flooring project, the fundraising for the flooring in the construction. He calls it the construction flooring. Like
Yes, in the
construction-
CTE, in the construction trades or
Right.
the building trades
Right.
workshop, they're putting that new floor down that we talked about.
Yeah, so Matt was over there when I was on my deathbed. It was not COVID, but let me tell you something.
And then you missed the
Oh,
follow-up
and then I
show
missed the
because
following
of
week
Rosh
'cause it was
Hashanah.
it was Yom Kippur.
Yom
But yeah,
Kippur.
so
I knew it was
anyway,
something.
so Matt went over to the CTE with Joe and with Anthony.
Anthony.
And did a nice show about the CTE, which we can't shut up about on this show. And they were fundraising for this new floor that they needed in the construction area. So the entire project was around $8,000 was what they had to raise. Their total donations that they received specifically earmarked for that project was $11,187. So they exceeded their goal by $3,000. Of that $11,000, Porchtonians were directly responsible for $3,200 or 33% of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
A third
Way to step up, Porchtonians.
A third of the money raised for CTE came from
Right.
Porchcast Pottstown watchers.
So we're really proud of that, and thank you for everybody that donated. They had a total of 26 donors to provide that $11,187, and they have got the floor covered. See what I
Yeah.
did there? And then the additional funds, Joe says, are being applied to the Career in Technology Education account for future funding.
Yeah, that's great. Yep. Of the 26 total donors, 9 of them were Porchtonians.
Right.
34.6% of the donors
Right.
were Porchtonians.
For 33.3% of the money. So
Correct.
Great.
A third.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for helping out.
Nice.
We like that, and it is a very, very worthwhile cause. We love the CTE, we love Joe Rusevich, and we love the Foundation for Pottstown Education, and we love Pottstown. So
We do.
yes, and we're
So-
very happy to be here in this new-ish. Now you've been here 1 year. Happy
Today.
anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you. It's very exciting.
So here's my segue.
Okay,
Pottstown CTE has cosmetology.
sure does.
So some of the girls, I shouldn't say girls,
Some of the
some
students.
of the people who are studying at Pottstown in cosmetology could potentially become new Lady Liberty stylists.
Assistants.
Yes.
Assistants.
Yeah, come on in. I have lots of laundry for you to fold and
Right.
sweep floors and learn all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Hair
gotta
to
start
wash.
somewhere.
Hair to wash.
Right.
Listen, you start somewhere. I did it for 2 years.
Washing hair is not an easy thing to do. To
First
wash somebody else's hair?
And honestly, everyone who comes in here, it's my favorite part. So like you got to be good because
Right.
your expectation is real high. Like you're looking for
Right.
that head massage. So like it's more
And if
important
the
than
hair
people
wash
think.
is not good, it's not good.
It's not good. Yeah, because then you're soaking wet and there's color left and it's.
Right.
Do you know about that or is that why you're in a hat?
He's like, is
No,
he glazing out? Glazing over.
I used to I had a barber who is no longer in Pottstown, and occasionally he would get some new product in, and he would offer to wash my hair with his new product, just
Okay.
to test it out. So I have had my hair washed at the barber shop.
Okay.
I've never really been to a salon.
That's
Clearly, I'm not a salon type person.
that's not a
There's no
typical.
type.
There's no type.
No.
There's not a
You got
typical
money, you're my type.
barbershop.
She said it.
We're just going to leave that right there.
Yep.
But typically, a hair wash is not something that you would get at the barber. They would just
No.
spray your hair down and
Yeah.
wet it.
No,
and-
he
and
was
cut
doing it because he was
He wanted to
testing
test out the product. Sure.
Yeah, testing out. And I
Right.
decided to be his guinea pig.
Right.
But Joe, you were saying that you got into it. You started there, right?
Absolutely. While I was in beauty school. So I'm from New York originally. So in New York, we don't have programs like that with our schools. So that is like something that I found out about when I came out here, that you could be in high school and get your license. I had to pay $20,000
So
for
they
my
didn't have any
license.
sort of VOTEC in
Not that I'm aware of,
Okay.
no. So it's really cool that, you have this. And Ashley went through that, right? You were in school.
in Chester County.
At Chester
the tech
County.
school.
But really cool that she was
Yeah.
able to get her
I
license.
was
while still in high
17
school.
working in a salon doing hair. Like I was an assistant before that, but yeah, like you can't really.
So just to even have that knowledge of even just being young and finding some sort of a trade, you can never go wrong with it. But I decided to do this a little bit later on. So I was 21 when I started, and I went to school and I got hooked up through my school with a salon, and I was with them for most of my career. I left for a little bit and then I went back because it was down in Huntington Valley, but I had to assist for 2 full years before they even gave me an opportunity shift, which I wasn't even on the floor. I was licensed, but they would not until you learn so much. And anytime I get an assistant, I really drill it because I'm like, you don't realize, like, we have you doing toners, we have you mixing, we have you, and if you're smart and you love what you do, you'll watch how that really can turn you into a better stylist. And that's how I ended up building, because I was the go-to shampoo girl. I gave a great head massage. I always offered products and different things that I could feel in the hair because I'm touching it.
Right.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, you need a conditioning treatment, like it's bad. They trust me then. So you build that. And then guess what? Your stylist is out one day. Oh, Joe's on the floor. I'll sit with Joe. And you just,
You
that's
build
how
your
you
rep.
just build. You build your rep. Yeah.
So you're from New York, right? Are you from Long Island?
Ew, no.
No.
From Brooklyn and Staten
Brooklyn.
Island. And Staten Island too. Yeah.
Woo woo. So what brought you to Pottstown from Brooklyn? Like,
I got
why
lost.
Pottstown?
We took a wrong turn.
We took a wrong turn and I just
If
couldn't find
that's
our
a
way
legit
home.
answer, that's fine. But clearly you got lost and then you stayed.
And we stayed. That
So-
handsome man over there kept me here. So my whole family, my mom, dad, sister, we moved out to Douglasville originally. And my one uncle lives in like Horsham area. So they were building houses, and the builder was like, hey, there's an area that no one really knows about. Like, you should go there. The houses are cheaper. So they were like, yeah, why not? So my family actually opened an Italian deli in Douglasville. It was called Taste a Little Italy. We were the original owners of there.
I know where it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we were the original owners.
Right.
And then my dad and my sister, if you ever meet my dad, he's very Brooklyn.
Okay.
So they just couldn't feel at home here. So they all decided to go back. So my whole family was back in New York, but I met my then husband, so I didn't want to take him away from beautiful town, so I stayed.
Right.
And
Okay.
that's how we ended up here.
Right. And you live in town,
I live 2 blocks away
right?
Really? Where do you
on
do you-
Chestnut Street.
That's right. We had this
She's a
conversation.
Nohano.
She's a Nohano. I should add you to the group. Yeah, excellent. You're in
Yeah,
our
I'm right.
hood.
Yeah, I'm in it.
Yeah, you're
I'm
in
in it.
what, like the 100 block?
I don't know.
No,
I don't
the
get
zeros.
that. I don't know
What's
what that
the
means.
aught?
Your number.
She's in the
So, yeah,
aught.
In the
I don't
in the
give out
unit.
my
They call it
number
the
via
unit block.
Facebook in
She's
case I jack up someone's
she's
hair.
under
Come
the
after
100.
The
She's
unit
under the
block.
hundreds, right?
That's
Yes,
what they call
the
it.
unit block.
Right, got
The
it.
unit
Okay,
block. So,
I
yeah.
got you. Well, I don't want to like give away your exact address, but I got you.
Between 0 and 100.
Yes,
You're
between
right.
0 and
Yes.
100. Yeah.
Right, I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
It's it's the better block.
So you live here in the borough. You can walk to work,
Sure can.
right?
Nice.
And
Love
you
that.
decided to open the salon on High Street. And this today, tell us what's significant about today.
Today is our 1-year grand opening.
Excellent.
So officially in business for a full year
Excellent.
and
I love
thriving,
it.
and
Great.
I'm feeling very blessed.
So tell us about your experience with scouting a location, and did you look in other areas other than downtown? Did you look in strip malls or in the Five or wherever, or were you like, nope, we're going downtown?
So I didn't even know I wanted to open a salon in town. My one client, who's a really good friend of mine that I did from home, we're not saying that, but I would work from home, and she's actually one of the postal workers for Pottstown, and she was like, hey, High Street's my route, and you need to open a salon here. Like, you can't keep doing what you're doing, like working an hour away. Like, she knows my family very well. And she's like, I'm telling you, the town's changing. And I'm like, I live here. Like, it's not changing. Like, no way. Like, it's not. And
so
she was
you
like,
were
telling
you
me.
were skeptical.
She was a naysayer, Matt.
I was
Okay.
skeptical. But here's the thing.
I was a naysayer too.
You know, but like, so, and listen,
Got a couple
this
of negative Nellies over here.
This all started not just a year ago for me. This was 3-4 years ago
I'm
that I even
sure.
started the
Yeah.
process
Yeah.
of
Right.
even looking. So that at that time, the alley was just about to open. And she was like, just go down. There's new businesses. Let me just see. So I said, you know what? We're hanging out in town this summer. Let's just see what it's about. If I'm comfortable with where I see change going, I'll think about it. And so we spent like all summer down at the alley, and it was amazing. And I met so many nice people, all different business owners. And then it just so happened, like, I don't even know how I found it, but the borough was hosting a class, a free class. And it was, if you wanted to open a business in Pottstown, like, we would answer all your questions. And I thought, it can't hurt,
I
like,
didn't
just to
know that
find
they did
out.
such a thing. That's
It was really
great.
cool.
It's
And I don't
neat.
even know how I found it. Like, it wasn't like I was looking for it. It's probably like my phone overheard me and like showed up, you know, like one of those
Right.
things.
I met you at, I think, one of the Hobart's Run Community Leaders breakfasts. It was
Yes.
here at Steel River.
Yes.
And
I came with the Costellos.
yes,
Mhm.
yes,
So they're the owners of this building.
right.
So this is how I met them. So
Got
I
it.
was at this class, and at that point, I had originally looked at where Agnes Edmonds is now in that beautiful building. So I was originally looking at that building, and that was where I was comfortable with. And I was like, okay, I was working with one of the owners there. And then I went to the class, and I'm sitting next to this lady, and I'll never forget it because I'm young. I'm still pretty young, you know? So at that point, we all have to go around the room and say, you know, why you're here, what you're thinking about opening. So she goes first, and she's like, hi, I'm looking at, you know, I think it's 219. I'm looking at 219 to open a bookshop. And I was like, huh, well, you know, so now it's my turn. And I'm like, hi, I'm Josephine. I'm trying to get into 219 for a hair salon. I'm like, this is awkward, you know, but like, all right. So at the end of the class, I walked over to her, and one of the other owners that I didn't know at the time was there with her. And she just said, like, I just went over respectfully, and I said, if that's the route you want to go, like, please just let me know. Like, that's fine. Like, I'm not committed to anything. And Peggy Lee Clark was there. And
Okay.
she grabbed me right after the class. She's like, I got a space for you. It's not on the market. Let me hook you up with these people. And that was the Costellos. So then I was like, all right, like, it doesn't hurt to go see. And I met with Keith, and him and
Keith
Krista.
Place or Keith
No, Keith
Costello?
Costello.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he walked me through the building because at the time it was still Jackson Hewitt. And they had just purchased the building. So it was a little like they had business in here. So they didn't need to change it, but they're so big in turning this town around that they really wanted to bring something new, vibrant. So we kind of talked, and I said, well, I'm going to have to see like how much this is going to run me, like for
Yeah.
a space and if it's doable. And I'm talking, this was almost 2 full years of back and forth with contractors and whatever, just to figure out if I could even get the money to do what I wanted to do. And they were with me every step of the way. I met with Joe Cerisi. They tried to get me a breakfast with him. They took me to all, and that's where I met you, all those different leaderships. They really tried to get me into the town to show like, you're going to have support if you come here.
Right.
And I felt it. And normally
Okay.
I'm a skeptic and
Right.
whatever, but I really did feel it when I started spending time in the town.
And how's the support been? How's it continued on now that you're established? You're getting new clients. People are coming in to see you.
Pottstown is the clientele that I'm gaining is amazing. Like most people would think like, oh, where's your clientele coming from? And obviously every new client that comes in here, we ask questions. Why'd you leave your last salon? Where you live? All that stuff. A lot of it is within the 19464, 19465. So, and I just say like, what brings you in? And they're like, well, you're in Pottstown. We want to support Pottstown.
That's
So they're
great.
willing to
Love
at
that.
least give me a shot because I'm in
Right,
town.
right.
And that's all I need. You sit with me one time, one of my girls one time, and first off, we're amazing. So we're like, besides like our work being great, we're a good time. Like
Very
it's,
humble too.
Right.
I must say.
listen,
No
it's
shrinking violets over here.
you
yeah.
know, we
I
just
love it.
really do have a great time. We all have conversation. The reasoning for the bar was so everyone like. I hate when you go to a salon and you just feel like you can't talk to other people because we're women, we're nosy, we're eavesdropping. Like I'm hearing your whole
Anyway,
conversation.
right.
I'm dying to get in there, you know, with what I have to say. So now it's free game. Everyone just talks to each other, and
Right.
it's a really good time. And I'm not gonna say I brought the fun back, but I feel like what we're trying to do in this salon has brought the fun back of going to a salon, and
Right.
that's what I want to capture.
Right, kind of that.
Like bring your family, bring your friends, bring your girls.
Right.
Just hang out.
like
That's
that
fun.
old school beauty shop kind
Yeah,
of vibe.
That's
of-
exactly
right,
it. We're like a
right.
barber shop, but
Right,
for ladies.
sure.
Like, and the conversation, I've said it before, can get, you know, I mean, you heard
I
us
was
earlier.
here.
Colorful.
No, I was
right?
here today. I got here early to I got here early to set up.
I know. Thank you
and,
for doing the setup. I was picking up a friend at the airport, so I kind of slid into my chair at the last minute like a diva.
Who is in
so
the
thank you.
audience with us today?
Yeah, she is.
She's one of our international Porchtonians.
I don't
Is
know
that
if
what you were
can
saying?
you see Kaylee on the screen? I don't think you can.
Where's Kaylee from?
Kaylee is from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
So
One of our international viewers.
Nice.
Yes.
So I put the picture of the property up on the screen so that people can get a mental image of where they're located. But we're right 2 doors in from the corner of High and Hanover on the north side of the street, 209 East High Street. That's Lady Liberty. So I just put that up on the screen. So while I was here taking that picture and setting up and all that stuff, I was listening
You
to
heard
the ladies.
some of the banter.
Oh, yes.
And that was just a taste. That's nothing.
Yeah, that we were being nice because
If
you're, you know.
Pottstown is gritty. It's a gritty place.
Sure.
And the conversation here
Was great.
matched.
I love it.
I mean, we're not lying here.
I love it.
It is
No,
what
it
it
was
is.
real.
Great.
And it was good. And they were having fun and they were enjoying themselves. They weren't being offensive to their clients who were participating in the conversation. I would imagine that there's other clients that they don't have the same
Well, you
conversations
gotta know
with.
your audience,
yeah.
Right.
right?
And
Right.
we
so
do. We
if you
gauge it
if
right.
you have somebody
We
that
have
you know is
90-year-old
more-
Betty that comes in
Yeah,
on
sure.
Thursday mornings at 10:30
to get her
we do
hair set.
once a week. Yeah.
Right.
First off,
We-
Betty is the most gritty person
Yeah.
you'll ever meet.
But
like she's
but we tone it down and we let her take over.
yeah, we allow
Take
her
her
to be
lead.
the rant,
And we just let everybody
we
know
feed
she's
into
90.
it,
She
though.
can say whatever she wants.
Yes,
yeah, you can't be offended
exactly.
by Betty. You just let her go.
I love
like,
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
So, I mean, it was very welcoming. And, you know, here's me walking in with my T-shirt and my carpenter pants, right? My
And your
camo hat.
Camo hat. Right.
And, hey, how are you doing? Come on in. Let's get set up for the show.
Right.
I felt comfortable, even though I'm walking into a salon, not my natural
Yeah,
habitat.
we don't care what you look like.
right.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
more about
it's,
me.
and
It's more about me.
it's lovely.
I'm
in
revealing
here.
What
my
makes you
issues.
feel uncomfortable to walk into a salon?
I don't. It's just
like
because
the guy
I
thing.
equate it because I'm a sexist. We've talked about this on the show
Okay.
extensively.
110%.
I feel like this is woman's territory. Like this is ladies' territory, and I don't necessarily belong
Well,
in
I think
lady
you
territory.
also don't have a hairstyle that is really necessitates a salon. Fair?
No, I have a fade.
have
When
a-
I get it cut,
yeah.
I get it faded.
Right. That's a
We
barbershop
can do
thing.
fades.
I'm sure they
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
What they're saying, what I'm clearly hearing, despite my personal objections,
Despite the name.
is that they will take men, women, children, all ages,
Got it.
all sizes.
Yes.
Listen, I'm telling you now, the stuff that I've already seen, it's like people think like it's like we do spray tan. And obviously you're coming in spray tan, you're naked. And everyone right away, like is like you walk in there and they're like, you know, and I'm like, you're gonna have to open, you're gonna have to bend, I'm gonna have to get up in there. Like, would you like me to be naked with you? Would that make you feel better? Because like I will. Like you know what I mean?
So
I'm
she
not
won't.
looking.
She will
Does
not.
I'm surprised
Does
actually
that make you
because
feel better?
I
Does the offer of that make
I
them
think
feel
so.
better?
Because
Well,
like
it
if
just
it's,
makes them
I
laugh.
will.
It makes them
Yeah.
laugh.
Some conversation. Yeah.
I can breathe. Like here's the
Right.
thing, I think when you don't do it for a living,
Mm-hmm.
like I wax too, and I wax every
Everything.
part of
Yeah,
your body, right?
the bikini.
Yeah, I mean Brazilians, like all the good
Nice.
stuff. So when I'm
Up in there.
waxing, I'm not looking at where my hand is slipping and touching
well,
or
it's
doing,
a-
you know?
it's a job.
It's a body
It's
part. Like
clinical.
exactly.
Right,
I'm looking
exactly.
at
It's
what
a-
hair needs to come off.
It's a clinical situation.
Yeah, so
really.
and I think by cracking jokes sometimes it makes people just like, all right, she's chill. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Like we
it's
don't
okay.
care.
Yeah, we don't care. Because I
At
mean,
all.
half the time, I mean, you guys got like us on a better day, but like sometimes we don't even look that like.
Like we did
spiffed
this
up.
because we knew you were coming.
Yeah. I was curling my hair right when you got here. I'm like, all right, I finally have to like touch up. Should I do my lipstick? I'm like, forget it. This is as good as it's gonna get. Like, it is what it is. Maybe
we
we'll
don't
get,
have
like,
we
blurry
don't have
connection.
extreme close-ups on the show, so yeah, so you're good.
I don't know if anyone can hear me, but I had a decent amount of male clients follow me when I came here, and their first response was, I literally just felt so at ease and so comfortable coming in because they're like, it's as if I'm just hanging out with some friends.
Right.
And it's a different vibe than other salons can be. So they've all just
It's the vibe. So you might be intimidated seeing that it says like salon or lady, like whatever it is, but like
Yes.
I think you'd be all right if you want to come in and give you a fade.
I might
Yeah.
just come in and sit at the bar
what
and
I'm
drink
saying.
a
Come hang
beer
out.
and join in the
And we got it.
conversation.
I have
So
wine.
you do have a couple of your clients are chiming in.
Yes.
Tammy Vontor, who I think was just here the other day.
Yesterday.
was.
last
Put her
night.
new due up last night, so she says that it's always a good time here. I don't know what just happened to my comments. There they went. She says it's fun there and always a good laugh. And Monique says I enjoyed my visit.
Good.
Oh, good.
love
And,
bunch of locals.
when we had shot a show before and recorded it with Ashley and Joe and William Paul Broglie. He got his hair cut here.
And he's got some head of
Unfortunately-
hair, that
And
guy.
he's
Oh,
been,
yeah.
especially that haircut.
Listen, he's been
here
back 3
since.
times since.
Has he?
4 times, yeah, 3-4 times
Great.
now. He's
So-
regrowing the curls.
Oh, he's got
Okay.
beautiful hair.
He's got beautiful hair.
Yeah.
So he's now coming in for
I'm going to make him
little
really
touch-ups.
uncomfortable. He doesn't
Little
like compliments.
touch-ups?
Little touch up. But
Little
he walks in
touch-ups.
and he's like, you can tell, like, he's just like, do I do this? Is this like what we do? And I'm like, get in here, like, sit down. She'll
Don't
just
go
trim
by
up your
him. He's
neck.
weird.
Like, he's like, I just, you know, you got to tell me what to do. And I'm like, we'll see you in 3 weeks, and we're just gonna clean up your neck, like, while you're growing it out, right? But he's funny. He's like, I came by earlier and you were closed. I'm like, really? Like, what time? And he's like, 8 o'clock. And I'm like, yeah, but we don't
In the
open till
morning?
10. Like,
Yeah.
don't be coming around
8
at 8
o'clock
o'clock.
in the morning.
It's funny. I saw him outside one of the
not patient
restaurants
first.
on Moser Road. I was coming home from taking my daughter to school, and I don't think they were open either. So
He's an early bird.
He likes to.
He is.
He's been working out with that guy.
He has with
Yeah.
Razul
Yeah.
at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, he's working out? I'm going to make sure I
Yeah,
come. Maybe
he's
I'll
getting-
touch his bicep.
He's
next
getting
time.
fit.
right?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Get him
early.
really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He's been documenting it on his Facebook page. So if you go over there, you can see some videos of him doing stuff
He's
in the
getting all
morning.
ripped.
Yeah, jacked, yoked.
Yoked? Is that a new one?
I never heard that.
My kids say that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what the kids are saying these
Oh,
days?
that's what the kids are
Yes,
saying.
swole.
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 It's been yoked?
It's been. See,
All right.
Brendan knows.
Chiming in back
I
there.
feel like it's an egg.
Well, yeah, yoked because like protein, right?
Yoked.
I don't know,
No,
maybe.
like yoked like,
Like
an
a-
ox.
like an ox.
Like I'm
Oh,
so
I thought
strong.
you meant like an egg yolk.
Y-O-K-E-T.
I mean, protein.
I'm like yolk protein. All right, makes sense.
No.
Like that's what you eat less.
No L.
No L.
No L.
No.
So I think what we're hearing is, and what I'm experiencing is, there's a lot of fun here.
Yeah.
So you should come down and check them out here, and have some fun. What I'm hearing is,
And also,
You
have
should
I mean,
be
some-
in-
we
Yeah,
do
get a
good
service.
hair too.
Yeah, like
have some
you know.
services
well,
done.
right, there's
We
that.
also do hair.
Yeah.
Now
Can
listen,
maybe have
we
some coffee. There's
have-
like
there
some
was
coffee.
coffee.
Wine,
Wine.
water,
We got
tea.
cookies every week, like fresh baked. Yeah, we try to have it all. And once like COVID's not as scary anymore, then we'll have like other snacks out. But like right now with the
Yeah.
grabbing, it has
Yeah,
to
of
be like
course.
one single piece, and
Right.
you know. So I have big plans for this place. This isn't what it's only going to be.
Right.
I'm very big on education. So, and another reason why I have it set up this way, we want to host classes. So we want to do BYOB, like bring your own blow dryer. So you bring your tools, we show you how to use them. You know, BYOB, bring your own makeup bag. We do a makeup night. Like I really want to engage in just bringing people out to just have fun again, to re-love doing hair, doing makeup, getting dolled up. That's one of the most things I've like noticed, especially with COVID. No one wants to get dressed no more. No one wants to get out of sweatpants. No one wants to do their hair. Everyone's hiding behind a mask. No lipstick anymore. So it's like, no, let's get back to
that
it.
lip gloss industry. Whoosh,
Right down the tubes.
tubes.
Yep.
Here's a question though for you: How many people stop dyeing their hair? Because I know there's several.
Not that
women.
many.
No.
I think
COVID
everyone
gray is here
tried
to
to do
stay.
it. It looks fabulous on
Thank
you.
you.
Not everyone has the right ratio, if
I'm
that makes
pretty
sense.
happy with the way that it came in.
Yeah, so I mean, listen, there's some people that'll come in and they're like, I wanna let my gray grow, and I'm like, that's fine, but here's what you need to know. I'm very brutally honest, and anyone who's, yeah, you know what I mean,
There's
like
that
it
New York.
is what it
that
is.
New York is coming out.
Yeah,
New
like
York.
so, but that's what, like I had this one lady come in and she has this beautiful white patch, just one patch, and I like love it. And I'm like, well, we can color all around it, like let that grow in. But like if your whole head comes in with that specific white, it doesn't look good with your skin. So it's going to age you. That whole gray looks really cool on someone who's 22 because it's not real. But like when you're in that middle-aged mark and you're like, you could be, it could age you. So
Right.
my job professionally is to say like, this will look good on
It's like
you.
what goes with the
It
gray
goes with.
that your natural gray.
I
Look
gotcha.
look at how you present yourself. You have really great fashionable like eyeglasses. You have makeup on. You can't be doing that.
The earrings.
It's
Yeah.
it's a
So-
whole thing.
The cut. It's a whole vibe.
It's
Right.
yeah.
So when COVID was the best time to let the gray
was.
come in because everybody was in that situation of having COVID hair, And I had the added bonus of having my gray come in on an everyday show.
That's right.
Every day we were on the air, and over
So
the course of the
people
show,
just slowly got used to it.
But in order to have it not look like an old lady, and I have short hair, so I have to keep it very styled.
Yes.
The cut has to be crisp, and I definitely tend to wear eye makeup more now, and just to make sure that I'm not looking like an
But like
old
your
washed out lady.
your natural coloring is like perfect. Like it looks like it was done. So
I get
you're one of
that
the
a
lucky
lot.
ones.
People say, "Oh, I
Not
thought
everybody's
I
that
thought that was
lucky.
highlights. I thought you did that on purpose."
Right.
Yeah, well,
And
yeah, I
your-
did it on purpose.
Yeah, well, and your natural is not that ashy, mousy kind of gray that we tend to see. Yours is
Oh,
actually
that's
still
me?
really
That's
rich.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Your base color is still really rich, so the contrast is higher, which makes it more interesting to look at. When it's that mousy kind of blend,
But
not so much.
I certainly didn't know what it was going to be as
It's
I
a
was
gamble.
letting it
It's
grow
a
out. It
gamble.
was right. So I said, "What's the worst that happens? I grow it out and I hate it and I
Cover
color it
back up.
again."
So when we came back from COVID, like when everything started opening back up, we did have a ton of people that were like, "Oh my God, like what are we going to do?" Like some people left it go, not many. Most covered it right back up. Because they saw it and then they didn't like it.
So you didn't
Right.
lose. I just had this concept that maybe a lot of people were like, "Hey, you know what? My hair looks all right. I'm not going to do this anymore."
I think that there probably was a certain
Yeah,
number of people.
I think there's a certain amount
Yeah.
of people, yes. But
And
guess
I have
what?
been-
It's a small
You're
percentage.
coming in now more frequent for cutting
Yeah.
because you need to keep your cut crisp, just like you said.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
there's that. And then listen, if you're good at what you do, which we are, we're going to be like, hey, I could see your
Right.
eyebrows need some cleaning up. I'm going to get you for something
now
else.
you got to really pay
You know what
attention
I mean?
to those
Like,
eyebrows. Just don't
exactly.
Tell all
Yeah.
of the secrets.
She's
Listen,
in
no
here
secrets. I'm telling you, you need your
upselling.
eyebrows done.
She's
We're gonna get
upselling.
you.
Upsell. I appreciate an upsell.
Well,
I
listen,
do.
You
you're
gotta do
getting
it.
I'm a salesperson
Only if
myself.
it's
I mean, I
necessary.
appreciate
Oh,
it.
yeah, we don't try to
Oh, we're not
sell you
gonna
any BS,
Talk
but
somebody into something that they
right,
don't
but
need, right.
I have a mustache. It happens, realistically. I gotta wax it. So for
Italians
me,
unite,
that's it.
right?
Unite. Like I'm
Yep.
saying, it is what it is. I gotta wax every 3 weeks, or my husband's calling me out. Like I said to you
Right.
earlier, I had the mask on because I'm like, this is great. Like
He's just jealous because your beard might be better than
that's
his.
what I'm talking about. Like if I let it go, like you might have competition, but
Amy, you're getting a nice comment from Nicole Vickers-Matz.
Well, she
Your
could- 'cause-
photo shoot looked good.
Oh,
Your
thank
photo
you.
shoot.
Yeah. So
I thought you looked familiar.
thank you.
You just had your photo shoot over there.
Yeah,
Is that the
yeah. So Patty
Tammy's in
Klein, who is a local photographer, is working on a project. She wants to photograph 50 women over the age of 50, and so she was looking for subjects. So I signed up, and it was really fun. It was really fun. She asked me where I wanted to do the shoot, and I said, well, I love Pottstown, and I think that I had two sites selected. One was at the bridge over the creek at the Riverfront Park trailhead down there,
Yes,
which I think is really pretty, or at Smith Plaza, which I think is one of the prettiest places in downtown. And it was the end of summer, so the flowers were really gorgeous, and so we shot it there. It was really fun, and so it's just a project that she's doing.
So if there's any other ladies in Pottstown that are over 50 and want to do that shoot, they
Right.
should first go to Lady Liberty Salon and,
And
get their
get all
look
dolled up, yeah.
together, and then have the picture taken.
Yep. So you can contact Patty Klein on Facebook if anybody's interested. Just shoot me a message, and I will put you in touch with Patty. There's no obligation. There's no normally when you do a photo shoot like that, there would be a sitting fee of a few $100s for the sitting fee, and then if you want to purchase the images, there's a price per image, depending on if you want a personal package or a professional package, etc. But there was no sitting fee, and if you do want to buy some of the images, you can buy some. I did happen to buy them because I thought they looked really good, so I bought a bunch of them. But there's no obligation. It's just kind of an artistic project that Patty is doing. So thank you for the compliment. It was really fun, and I had a good time.
Nice.
And I was happy to show off Pottstown also. That the picture that Patty posted in the Downtown Bosses group was from Smith Family Plaza, right
Yeah,
in front
it
of
was
Borough Hall. So if I ever want to run for mayor, I already have the picture.
You
of
have your
me
headshot?
in
Do
front of-
it.
Are you
in front
saying
of
that you're
it.
going to be running for mayor?
I am
Yeah.
definitely
Is that
saying
what I heard?
that I'm not running for
Okay.
mayor.
I heard her say
Just
that.
Ever.
checking.
We
That
thought we
was
got breaking news right now.
No, this is not breaking news. No.
I do want to break some news, though, because we are about halfway through the show, and you said before that you would make an announcement for Porchtonians and for people
Yes.
that watch the show.
Yes.
So do you want to hit them with that announcement?
I'm gonna hit him.
Hit 'em.
Hit him. Here
Hit
it
'em.
comes.
Do
You
it.
gotta give me like a mic drop.
Breaking news.
Anybody who's watching this show and you're a Porchtonian,
That's correct.
Porchtonian. If you say Porchtonian when you make your appointment, we
Or
will
Porchcast.
or Porchcast, and you let us know that you watch the show, we will give you 10% off any service you want.
Very nice.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So there you go. Come on down to 209 East High
I'm gonna come
Street.
down and have you do my brows and my stash.
Lady
I'm ready. I'm the best
Liberty
waxer.
Salon
I know.
and Spa. See, I finally said it right. Lady Liberty Salon
Only
and
took you
Spa.
half an hour.
209 East High Street. If you mention Porchtonian, Porchcast, I watched
Matt
that
Green,
show.
Amy Wolf, anybody.
They're going to give you 10% off any service in the salon
Nice.
just for being
A Porchtonian, just for watching. Yes. Tell us about the name Lady Liberty. Where did that come from? Is it because you're from Staten Island and you could see the statue from? when you
Kind
grew-
of. Yeah, kind of. I definitely wanted to capture. Hello. I wanted to capture a little bit about who I was, and I think a name really speaks to what you're kind of walking into, right?
course.
So New Yorkers have a name for themselves no matter where we go. So I really wanted to make sure I incorporated that. And then for me, I had a couple of investors that wanted to do this with me. And after some thinking and stressing, I thought I had to do it alone. So when I was coming up with the name, it was like I really wanted a strong woman figure. And for me, it was like, why am I doing this? I'm doing this for financial freedom. I'm doing this for a little bit of more schedule flexibility because I have 2 little kids.
Sure.
So always having to choose between my clients or my job gets stressful. And for me, it was like strong woman, freedom, and all of a sudden, like Statue of Liberty just clicked in my head.
Right.
And then we had talked about possibly naming it Madame Liberty.
Madam.
We had that.
Madam
Yeah,
Liberty.
Madame. We
Well,
talked
the Statue of Liberty was a gift from France.
It was.
Right, so
But you know what a madam is, don't
I
you?
certainly do.
Well, I didn't know. We were talking about.
They were talking about,
We
they were
could say
using the
this.
word pimp. The
Yeah.
male, I said a woman can't be a pimp. A woman
I
is a
think
madam.
technically speaking, correct.
Yes.
Right.
So you could have had
Technically.
Yeah.
So Ashley
That
was
might have
calling me a
sent the
pimp. Is
wrong
what
message,
happened.
though.
Because she takes a cut of what I make.
Maybe. Well, you could have called it Mademoiselle. Mademoiselle
Well,
Liberty.
I felt like it would
Liberté.
sound really like the wrong type
It's
of
sending
business.
the wrong message.
You know,
Yes.
like
Like a little rub and tug.
I think
a
you
back
did.
and
We are
whack,
not.
right? That's what we said
We
last
are
time.
not.
What do you call it?
A
Hold on.
back and whack.
Back and whack.
Why? It
Praise.
sounds like that. Listen,
The happy
it-
ending.
You know.
Yes. All right.
Yeah,
So
happy ending. We don't offer that. I won't do that
think
here.
that you made the right choice with Lady
Yes,
Liberty.
I do-
like
I do
your,
too.
I like your logo. I
Thank
like your
you.
little hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's like the second L in our longer logo. So the hair flows
Okay.
into the Liberty
Got it.
part of our
Got it.
full one.
Oh yeah, it's right here on the
Yeah.
on the screen.
And when kind of designing that, which is really fun because everyone kind of notices the hair, but it looks very familiar. But if you actually like
Wait,
turn
we
it,
ha- we
looks
have
like the
breaking
Nike
news.
swoosh.
We have breaking news.
Deb Penrod just
Yes.
called, and she said to tell you guys that she's finally getting her hair cut.
Oh yay!
Next Thursday.
Great.
And she gets
For
10%
10%
off.
Yeah.
Excellent.
She
Thank
said
you,
she's so
Deb.
glad 'cause they will laugh hysterically 'cause it's been 3 years since I got my hair cut.
Ooh.
Do you
I get-
know Deb?
Deb
don't
should
think
be
so.
putting.
Oh.
Deb
I'm like, we
should
might
be
have to-
typing
Maybe.
all of
I
this
don't
stuff
think so.
into the
Deb,
comment
can we
section.
film it, Deb?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll-
like, do
Hey,
we need to do
I've
that?
already filmed one haircut
Definitely.
here.
Let's do a before and
right.
after.
Do another
for
one.
Deb.
Yeah, we'll do a before
Excellent.
and
Well,
after.
that's wonderful. Great new customer.
See that?
We'll have-
Perfect.
And Deb lives within walking distance here.
Oh,
Amazing.
So, yeah.
So where have you been, Deb?
yeah. She's been
We've
not-
only been here for a year.
Only
She
a
hasn't had a
year.
haircut.
She
in
hasn't been
Negligent.
anywhere for 3 years.
Negligent.
So,
She hasn't
oh,
done
that's-
anything.
I can't wait to
for
see it.
3 years.
That's
Ooh, I can't wait to
awesome.
see it.
It's gonna be
Oh,
fun.
Deb,
she
I'm
should.
so happy.
She should join. She should come in with her stepson, William Paul Broglie. They should get a mother and son haircut.
Yes. Yes.
I'll send my
That's great.
stepmom and my
That's great.
stepbrother in. Deb
Oh, that's gonna be
Penrod
great.
has
I can't wait to see
adopted
it.
us. We're her adopted
Oh.
sons.
I cannot wait to
Well,
see
you
it.
need to get your hair cut on
Oh.
Thursday then too.
We'll line us all up.
Tammy-
all three of us.
Tammy says she's one day late for her 10% off.
No,
well, you
she
call
can
right
have it next
now,
time.
and you can get
We'll
it
give
next
it
time.
next time.
Yeah,
She'll get
so
it next
the lady
time.
said you can get it next
Yeah,
time. so.
there's no expiration on that. You
Hey,
just
listen,
have to-
we're gonna get to
And
the end
she's
of the
already
year,
she's
right?
in the book.
Yeah.
She's in the book, so
You should get it.
yeah.
she'll get it.
Great.
Listen, it's not, and I was saying this earlier. I had an interview with someone, and I might like bite myself in the foot for saying this, like I usually do. So you can start pinching me now. But I'm not here to get rich, right? I didn't do this to make a boatload of money and whatever.
If you happen to, that would
If
be
I happen
great.
to, great. But I'm not in the business of ripping you off, right? I feel like over the last couple of years, especially with Pinterest and Instagram and TikTok and whatever else, everything now is like if you're a small boutique salon, you're supposed to be charging outrageous numbers. Well, realistically, like if I'm not willing to pay what I'm charging someone, I'm not going to do it. Like I have
Right.
standards too. Like my husband, babe, where do I shop? Like if I go to the store, where's the first section I go? Clearance. I'm about that.
Right,
But I still am
right.
looking for quality stuff in the clearance section.
Sure,
I'm by no means
sure.
am I saying we're clearance pricing.
Right,
we're
right.
mediocre. We're competitive with the area.
Sure.
But I don't nickel and dime like other salons do. I won't charge you full price for a highlight and full price for your touch-up. We bundle it a little bit. We try to make it affordable. We're not going to offer you things that you don't need. If your hair's feeling a little dry, I'm going to say, hey, this is what I recommend. This is how you do it. But guess what? If I know your pocket doesn't have it that day, I tell the girls all the time, take care of them. Just what does it cost me realistically as the business owner for a conditioning treatment? Like if they need it, that's more important to me than a little bit of a
Right.
charge here and there.
And chances are you're going to develop a repeat customer then anyway.
That's
because
to
they're
me,
gonna
that's
love it.
what
Run,
it is.
You're going to
I wanna
develop
earn
that
your trust.
relationship, right?
Yeah.
And that's going to equal more dividends over the course of time.
Exactly. It
That's
pays to be a
smart.
good person, in my opinion, and my best interest. Yes, we have a lot of fun and it's laughs, but it's very much serious when
Yeah.
we're having that consultation. We're listening. We're giving you advice. And then once we have the game plan, then it's go time. Like that's when the show happens. So, it's like we got to get the business out of the way and then we can relax and have a good time. So it's important.
Liz Harper saying she hasn't had a cut in 2 years. So Liz,
All
come on
right,
down.
Liz.
Tell
Come
them
on
you're
down.
Porchtonian.
209.
Liz is
209.
one of the
Street.
moderators on
Yes.
Pottstown.
Not an
Yeah.
easy job. We
Deb
appreciate
Pedron's
what she
going to
does.
bring wine.
We have the wine. You don't need to bring wine.
We have wine.
Oh.
Complimentary glass of wine when you're
Very
here.
There you go.
All right.
All right, it's
can't
about
wait for that.
6:44,
Is it
and
really?
yeah,
Let's go.
it flies by,
When you're
doesn't it?
having fun,
Goodness.
right?
All right, we do have some announcements.
Don't go anywhere. Join us. Stay with us because you're going to know about some of this stuff. If there's
Right.
some event or cause that you guys support, feel free to let us know.
Yep.
But we have a stack of
Stack.
news and updates.
Stack and a list.
It comes in fast and furious.
It sure does. There's a lot going on.
Well, I
All
do
right.
have one thing. Can I
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
quick add
go.
that in? Okay, so obviously October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
sure.
And a really good friend of mine has set up a foundation. It's called the Meaner Singer Foundation. And basically it supports children in the hockey community who have maybe lost a parent, a mother to breast cancer. So we're going to try to raise money for their foundation. The team needed new jerseys this year. They do a President's Day Cup. So we've supplied them with that donation, and now we're going to try to hopefully give them a little bit more. So the whole month of October, we're doing conditioning treatments. 100% of the proceeds is going to that foundation. We are discounting them from 25 to 20 just to kind of engage people a little bit more. So again, $20 conditioning treatments. You can come in just for that. I mean, your hair is going to leave wet if you don't want to blow dry, but you can come in, get a conditioning treatment, and then 100% of those proceeds will go to the Meena Singer Foundation. That's just our way to kind of give back
Very
to
nice.
a little bit,
Right.
it's
Great.
important.
All right. I have these announcements in no particular order. Usually I try to date order them, but I was a little...
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So,
we're
okay.
a little bit all over the
So
place.
October 14th, which is, I forget what day of the week that is, there is a blood drive hosted by the NAACP at the Ricketts Center that is from 2 to 7 p.m. on the 14th. The Red Cross is experiencing a major blood shortage. So
That's a Thursday.
So if you are able to donate blood, please consider going to redcross.org and signing up for the blood drive at the Ricketts Center here in Pottstown, hosted by the NAACP. That's from 2 to 7 on the 14th. Very important. I would if I could, but I can't, so somebody else has to do it for me. Tonight, is it every Thursday at High Street Billiards?
Yes, every
Thursday
Thursday.
at High Street Billiards is Ladies' Night.
Yep.
There's $10 unlimited games
Yes.
from 6 to close.
for
So-
ladies.
For ladies.
I want to give a shout out to Vance Jaffe. He's been a huge supporter of the show.
He's been like the skipper of the seas.
He sponsored the show monetarily, has sponsored the show and supported the show. I know he watches, he talks about it to other people. So head on down to High Street Billiards. That would be 243 East High Street.
Excellent. Good memory.
Below Pottstown Cash Traders.
Right next to the alley and Iron Gate.
Iron Gate.
Kind of like
That's right.
Between. Yeah.
You could get some beer, go play pool. Thursday night, ladies' night, $10 unlimited
play. Yeah. Go
Do
shoot some pool. All right. Voting is coming up first Tuesday in November.
November 2nd.
November 2nd.
Midterm election.
Yes. Not very popular, but very important.
Muy importante.
Yes. If you live in the 4th Ward or the 5th Ward, you need to know that your polling place has changed. 4th Ward will be at Grace Lutheran on Charlotte Street.
That's correct.
5th Ward voting will be at the First Presbyterian Church, which is on Franklin, right?
That's correct.
Is that how you get to it?
Yeah, it's on Franklin Street.
Yeah.
It's
like Nightingale.
It's in between Evans and Franklin.
Right.
But it's like right across the street from the athletic fields on Franklin Street at the high school. You can get into it from either Evans or Franklin Street.
Right.
I'm guessing it has an Evans Street address.
Yep. So if you are 5th Ward, First Pres, 4th Ward, which is Trinita's ward, right? You are Grace Lutheran.
Yes. And Trinita Brand gave us that information to post today.
Thank you, Trinita. So that's it on that. Montgomery County is offering some assistance on paying rent and utility bills. If you are having problems with your rent or utility bills due to COVID or the pandemic in general, and you live in Montgomery County, you can go to montgorelief.org. You may be eligible for help. So if COVID has left you unemployed or put you on unemployment benefits, if you have reduced household income, and COVID has created a financial problem for you, you may be eligible to get some help with your rent or your utility bills. montgorelief.org.
Super easy site to navigate.
I'm sure you can just go to montco.org and find it as well. So I'm sure that will not be a problem, and hopefully you can get the help that you need.
That information came from the folks at Eye on Pottstown.
Thank you, folks at Eye on Pottstown. This Saturday is October 2nd. This is from Happy Zen Mama.
Yes.
Which is up in Boyertown.
Yes, Lisa. So much personality, it explodes out of her. Okay. Very nice
Happy
person.
Zen Mama, Nature, Nurture, Bliss. So this is a domestic abuse awareness event to benefit Safe Berks. It is looks like an open house event. So this is Saturday from 11 to 4 at Happy Zen Mama, 31 East Philadelphia Avenue in Boyertown. So if you want to get your travel visa and head up to Boyertown and go support this Safe Berks, which I'm imagining is a domestic abuse prevention and resource center for Berks County.
Yes, for
right,
Berks
like
County.
In Montgomery County, we have Laurel House.
That's correct.
It's like the Berks County version.
Something very similar.
Got it.
It is something that's very near and dear to her heart, and she wants to spread a word about that. They are located in the old Boyertown Library, which is next to the Turrets on East Philadelphia Avenue.
Okay. The main drag.
I did a Pottstown thing for Boyertown.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's the old
library next to the Twin Turrets. Got it. All right. Next Wednesday, 2 Wednesdays, at Gatsby's in Sunnybrook. This is October 13th from 5:30 to 7:30. The Rotary Club is having their business-to-business fall gathering, where a simple hello can lead to so much more.
We'll
just leave that out there.
Business to business
mixer.
I'm going to be there with Jeff Frederick, my co-host.
That's your normal
on
Wednesday day.
Yes.
Right.
So instead of doing the cast at Glocker, Jeff and I are going to attend the
Very
business to
nice.
business mixer.
So that is at Gatsby's at Sunnybrook. And they are also accepting donations for the Pottstown Area Children's Foundation for their Christmas fund drive.
You have been personally invited to the business mixer by Nicole Vickers-Matz.
I was just going to say,
so
saw the message earlier today.
You and your ladies should go.
I will check the schedule to see if we're
Right.
open. I think so. Well, you're not. You can go. And Wednesday, we could probably swing it.
Yes. Nicole is asking us to
mixer.
please use the link to register for this
By Gatsby.
event.
The ballroom.
I don't have the link on here. Link, can you, Nicole, can you give us the link, please?
Yeah, just
It's on the Facebook event. So if you go to the Pottstown Rotary Club Facebook page, look for the Business to Business Fall Gathering event and use the link to register so they can know how many people to expect. Nicole is also reminding us that Farm is this weekend. Oh, Kaylee, I'll take you to Farm on Saturday morning. So Farm is on Saturday morning from 9 to 1. And the Alt House Arboretum Gala is also this weekend.
so much stuff to do.
So much stuff happening. The Amazing Raise is happening through our friends at TCN. So the entire month of October, nonprofits throughout the town that participate in the Amazing Raise are raising money. So it is just a big fundraising push for the organizations that are involved with TCN, and they do have some matching funds available and bonus gifts and things. So if you donate to any of the organizations participating in the Amazing Raise in October, they have the opportunity to get a little bit more. So your donation during October will go further. Foundation for Pottstown Education is one of those groups that participates in the Amazing Raise.
Rusevich.
Pottstown Go Forth is one of those organizations that participates. I think Mosaic does. Trellis for Tomorrow.
It's a long
It's a
list.
long list. So go there if you've got some extra bucks and you want to spread it around in a good way. Go check out the Amazing Raise at the TCN website. Our friends at Edgewood are having Edgewood Eddie's Art Show and Cemetery Cleanup on Saturday, October 23rd. The art show is from 10 to 3. The cleanup is from 9 to 1. There's probably going to be food. There's probably going to be chainsaws.
Yes.
Yeah.
I usually bring a chainsaw.
Right. So bring
Sounds
your
like a great
gloves,
time.
bring
I
a
was gonna
rake.
say.
Yeah. If you want to
there's
learn how to use a chainsaw,
the
I'll
art-
run a little chainsaw
a little
clinic.
The art show was a big success last time. They had a lot of great vendors, and it was a good, big cleanup effort. I know those folks work really hard over there, and they need the community's help monetarily and muscles.
That's
They need
right.
muscles.
There was a lot of Porchtonians there at the last one, too. I counted
our
20,
Porchtonians
30
like to clean stuff
Porchtonians.
up.
They do.
They really like to
step
clean
up.
stuff up.
They step
Yes.
up.
October 6th, which is Wednesday, the Pottstown Housing Coalition is having a housing roundtable presented by the Governmental Affairs Task Force. Do you know anybody that's participating in that, Matt?
I do. There's this guy named Matt Green
He's still
who's your
doing,
local
he's
real
doing
estate
that real
expert.
estate thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's still doing that real estate stuff, and as part of his real estate stuff responsibilities, he's been invited to speak at the Housing Roundtable.
Great.
I'm going to be talking about giving an overview of what's happening currently in real estate in Pottstown.
Right.
I was a founding member of the Pottstown Housing Coalition.
Pottstown Housing Coalition OG. So the three areas that will be talked about in the roundtable are overview of current housing stock with Matt
And Twyla, who will be our guest next Thursday.
next week we're going to be at Hobart's Run.
That's correct.
The second section is blight reduction and home ownership. Interesting. That's with Judy Memberg and Craig Way. And then housing legislation and advocacy with Dave Garner and Alex Thigpen.
Dave was
was
just
also with you as one of the founding members, yeah?
Dave is one of the founding members of that organization as well. I helped found it and then ran away, but Dave stuck with it.
Right.
Dave was one of the people that was honored last weekend
glass
down
tier.
at Veterans Island with the glass tier. Mike Murphy wanted to let everybody know that there was a good turnout
Excellent.
for that.
I'm so glad.
So the advertising worked.
Good.
People got out, and Dave was honored for his being a Marine Corps veteran.
Excellent. Very good. So that is October 6th. If you are learning or interested in learning about Pottstown housing, this and that.
That's I did put a link up to that on my Facebook page because that's going to be a virtual event.
Oh,
so you
okay,
have to
got it.
log in through the link The link is up on Matt Green at Glocker Real
Got it.
Estate for anybody who
Okay,
wants
so
to
that is at
participate.
noon on the 6th, which is a Wednesday, so you can like lunch and learn.
Yeah, it's a lunch
situation.
and learn
Yep,
type thing.
got it.
They're going to have to start doing stuff in the evening eventually. They're going to have to.
Right.
But
For now, it's at noon on the 6th. The YWCA of Pottstown is a Week Without Violence 5th annual youth art contest celebrating peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all. So this is sponsored. The awards are sponsored by Art Fusion. So it's an Art Fusion YWCA
collab.
collaboration. And they invite all 5th to 12th graders to enter our Week Without Violence art contest. I didn't read all the way through this. There's a pretty long overview here on.
It's more information than you could possibly read. So
Right.
just
So-
go to the YWCA Pottstown Facebook page.
and follow the link.
All of that stuff is up there.
Yes.
I also posted all of that information to Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate, so you can also find it there.
Right.
There's awards.
Yeah.
It's basically an art contest for kids.
Right. And there's some parameters as to what the art is, promoting peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all.
You have a budding artist.
I have an 11-year-old daughter. Yes, she's very good at art, but I can't make her do anything.
Well,
joke.
I can.
we'll leave you the flyer, and maybe
Yeah,
maybe
she
she'll
can
do
do
it.
Right. This is from Heather.
I will say
More.
this too: Art Fusion has great art lessons
So,
for kids.
I'm taking
My
a class there right
son-
now, taking stained glass.
My oldest son is a really good artist, likes to draw and
Yeah.
paint and all of that stuff. He took lessons there several times
Yeah.
and really learned a lot.
My daughter did one of their camps before COVID, and it was great.
Yep.
Like I loved it for her. But now she actually, she's in the middle at the Pottstown Middle School, and they have like an after-school program called Pride.
Sure.
So actually today, Art Fusion, she's there on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So Art Fusion's there on Thursdays.
Great.
And other days, but she's only there. She only does the Art Fusion stuff on Thursdays.
Right.
So
Great.
Yeah.
We love Art Fusion. We
Yeah,
love it.
they do.
And I've taken
do a lot.
several classes there, and it is very relaxing. And I'm the least artsy person ever, but I do enjoy taking the
Those
classes.
ceramic stuff that you made
I
looks
know.
pro grade.
I know.
pro
And my
level.
mosaic table,
That
they're
was good,
using it in
too.
their ad. My mosaic table is in their ad for the
So
class.
I think you have
are
more
artsy.
artistic skill than you give yourself
they're
credit
very,
for.
very good instructors over there. Kristen and Julie are good instructors.
So
but
that
thank you.
is a perfect segue into
Yeah.
our next item of
So
news.
this came from Heather.
Look at you.
And I didn't even
this-
know.
Right?
I think I should join
This
the
is the
podcast.
Lights On After School. We're gearing up for the 22nd Lights On After School by getting the word out. After school programs are rising to the moment to keep kids safe, inspire them to learn, and help working families as we navigate the COVID-19 pandemic. Lights On After School shines a national spotlight on their impact. Join us for an open house Lights On celebration at the Pottstown Middle School. This is on the 28th from 3 to 5, and learn more about the Pride program.
It's amazing. Like
Right.
I will.
So
my
talk about the Pride program a little bit.
Yeah, so it's Monday through Thursday. School's done around 2:30, so it's from 2:30 to 5 o'clock. The teachers that do it are amazing. Like they're all like donating their time, and I know that there were like some grants given. My daughter didn't want to do it, but we like kind of, because of COVID and stuff, like she's not really like into like sports. She likes to swim, but like there's just, I feel like this is the safest route for her to do something other than sit at home. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, those are the days that I work. So she does that. The first half hour they do like snack and like kind of like get in the swing of things. I think from 3 to 4, it's like they do tutoring. Instead of tutoring, she does like an environmental science club.
Yeah,
And then
my kids were
our kids did it
were
together,
in that.
yeah.
she loves it.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's her 6th grade teacher that's the one in charge of it. And then from 4 to 5 they get to like pick some extracurricular activity. So Tuesdays she does CrossFit from CrossFit Unfinished.
Nice.
And then Thursdays she does textile art with Art Fusion.
Cool.
So I love it. She's shy, like she's a little shy. So it's nice that she's making friends in like other grades, and it's just. And this, because
Right.
really,
And
this
then
is her first real school year.
Exposes
in the middle
to,
school, because
like,
last
other,
year,
different activities and
Right.
different areas of interest, and you're not locked in for a long time. So if it's like, oh, I don't really
right?
enjoy
Well,
this,
but that's
then
the
you
thing.
can do
No,
something
she's doing
else.
it through the whole school year.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
yeah, it's good.
And how much does
It's
that
free.
cost you,
It's
man?
completely free.
free.
And it's nice because, you know, my husband,
Tell my son's old
she
enough.
gets done,
Send him.
my
Yeah.
daughter gets done school at 2:25. My husband works till 2:30, and then I'm here on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Right.
So it's nice if he needs to work overtime or do some running around. And it's good for her. She's an only child, so it's great for her to like be at school, like doing all these extra things.
And that age, that middle school age, is like
It's
such
tough.
a critic of this one's face. She's like, tell me about it. So it's tough because it's like they're old enough to be home alone, but they really need some supervision because that's
Right.
when they can start to get into some trouble.
Yeah.
And it's really
And
just
we
a great.
do
they
have
could,
family that like could pick her up and help, but like it's nice.
better.
It's
Yes.
better. It's better for
Yeah.
her. She probably is not my biggest fan because of it, but she comes home and it's funny because I'm like, I told you would like it. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Right.
a great program.
yeah, it's such
And
a it's
really
such a great
is-
resource.
Giving her some independence too,
Right,
because it's something that
exactly.
she's doing on her own,
Right. Yep.
for herself.
And it's not like I have to get her ready and take, because like we've done art camp, we've done CrossFit Kids, like those are all things we've done, but it's not like I have to get her like, so she's better, I'm sure, for them that, Mom, why do I have to go? Like, so
Right.
it's nice. It's right
It's
after
right
school.
there.
I don't see her. There's no pest, you know.
There's no
she's-
coming home and then I don't feel like
Right,
going. She's
it's-
already there.
It's good. And then I'm like, you know, you're good. Like you can do whatever you want to do those other days, but
My kids loved it, and we
Well,
talk about it on the
Yep.
show all
Yeah,
the time.
it's
My
great.
sons are now 18 and 19.
And they had it then?
Yes.
Nice.
And they still talk about doing that thing. A friend of mine, Liz Yoder, her son James is like 25 or
Yeah.
26.
yeah, Harrison
He's-
is 20 and
yeah,
he and
still talking
yeah.
about Environmental Science
Yep.
Club. Yeah, the kids
yeah,
love
it's
it.
definitely,
That's so cool.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources here in Pottstown.
it's
you know, like with
amazing.
the CTE, the you know, I call it VOTEC, but that program that you said they didn't have, you know, where you were going to school.
Nope.
If they did, you would have already been, you know, a good
Right.
portion of the way through your cosmetology.
And not in paying
Yeah.
school loans.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's been great. It's a
Right.
And it's crazy, like with Pride, like the things that she's doing, I'd easily be paying $200 a month
Oh,
for
yeah,
her to
for
go
sure.
once a week
For sure.
to the different programs. So
The best thing you can do for kids, and I grew up in a house that I was in sports my whole life, so you just grow a different type of child, I think, when they're involved in a team and feeling like a part of a group. I think that really helps, and I think especially for Pottstown, that's great, is to keep all these kids. And what was it, the lights after? Is that the same thing, or is
Yeah.
it different?
Yeah,
This
so
is it.
lights on
Yeah,
after school
so
is
yeah,
part
it's
of the
I mean,
process.
it's for people to go.
Yeah,
it's
it's an
nice
it's an
to
open
get out.
house for the Pride program.
Yeah, I really wish that they, like my son's at Barth Elementary, so
Harrison went to Barth, loved
really,
it.
yeah, it's a really cute
Yeah.
school. And there's not much yet. He's going to be 7, so I'm
Right.
I'm always looking for stuff like
Yeah.
that for him.
They
do different club like
They do. Like
Yeah.
Harrison, my son started in the keyboard club there when he was in 4th grade, and
Okay.
that was
I know, like,
and that
for
started
first
him
grade?
on his music
I think
career.
when he gets a little older.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's nothing yet for like my little guys.
I-
I mean,
right.
I have a 3-year-old, which she's a monster. That's a whole nother podcast. But my son, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could get her enrolled in Peak,
What's
which
that?
is the free
The 4K.
pre-K.
Oh, that I
The
heard
4K.
about that. My son's he was homeschooled last year at Bart, but his kindergarten teacher, she
Yeah.
told me about it.
Peak is 3,
So-
and then there's 4K, which is in the school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Peak
then
is
5K,
for
and then-
3-year-olds.
yeah.
But that's a free program too.
And that's like all day.
It's
right?
all day.
Saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Right.
Sign up.
I know. I got to figure out
Yeah.
what it
There's
is.
there's a lot. There's a lot for kids here and for parents.
So what else
All
we
right,
got?
that's it. That's the end.
Oh,
And,
that's
and
the
we're-
end
it's
of the
after
news?
7:00. So yeah.
All right.
Yes. Oh,
So-
Nicole wanted to remind everyone that Rotary is selling Ice House Deli hoagie tickets to fundraise for the Halloween parade. So you get a deal and help the community. Tickets are $8. The hoagies are $10.25, so it's a $2.25 savings. Reach out to Nicole or any of your Rotary friends for hoagie fundraising tickets.
Jay Morris was reminding everybody that he's still doing the bike raffle
Yeah.
on Ion Pottstown. And he also was reminding me that Vance Jaffe was an early sponsor and
Yeah,
donor
big
to the
supporter.
bike.
Yep.
So Vance, Mr. Pottstown.
Big shout out for
Big
you,
shout
Vance.
out for Vance. He's getting
on a,
shout
he's
outs
on a yacht
all over
right
the
now,
place.
so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Hard
gonna
work.
yacht.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how do we meet
He's
Vance?
dry.
I think guy's got some life.
Go
He's
to
always-
ladies' night at
yeah.
the High Street Billiards.
always
and
Not
like-
this week. He's on a yacht.
He's
He's
on a yacht.
always
We'll go next week.
somewhere.
When's he
He's
back?
always flitting around somewhere.
He's helping a friend drive his boat down to Florida.
Yep.
So the
We'll
guy
help.
bought the boat.
Nice work if you can get it,
I
right?
think the
right.
guy bought the boat in North
Yeah.
Carolina, so they had to take the boat from North Carolina to Florida.
Right.
What a gig.
Tough work.
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you can
Right?
get, right?
It's not the
Tough
one where
work.
it's like, hey, can you help me move this weekend? I have to tie all my shoelaces. Not that. This
Yeah.
one I'm signing up for.
drive by boat. So listen, let's just recap. We've been at 209 East High Street, Lady Liberty Salon and Spa. It's their 1-year anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
They're giving a 10% discount to anybody who mentions Porchcast Pottstown when they come in to book their appointment. Mention Porchcast Pottstown at Lady Liberty Salon. Get 10% off of any service.
Great deal. We already had one person sign up while we were sitting here.
I want that 33%. Come on, Porchtonians,
Yes.
give me a call.
Come on, Porchtonians, we want your business.
Yes. Come
All
on
right.
down.
Well, I'm gonna as soon as I'll be giving you a call.
2 weeks, we
Yeah.
can go together.
Yep.
You rip mine, I rip yours.
All right.
The
Leaving off with the
lovely-
mustache thing, guys.
What's
You're
that?
killing me. We're leaving off with the mustache.
I need to
Yeah.
get mine trimmed up because it's going in
It's
my
going
mouth.
in your mouth. Yeah.
Amy Wolf.
Joe hates when that happens.
Everyone saw the back of my head today. That was it.
Try to get us out of here. Amy Wolf is the lovely lady boss over at Wolf Baldwin and Associates, bringing you fine legal service in the borough of Pottstown since 1973.
Long time.
Long time. I am Matt Green. I am your local real estate expert, serving Pottstown and the surrounding communities,
Even the 5.
even the 5. That would be Chester County, Berks County, and Montgomery County. Give me a call if you need expert real estate
Expert.
help.
And tune in on the 6th if you want to learn about current housing stock situation.
That's correct.
Yeah.
We are Porchcast.